Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Javi. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a couple deep breaths actually. Just allow yourself to observe your breathing. Allow yourself to be present of your breath, to experience your breath. In this video, I wanted to speak on how simple it is to be your true self and to be enlightened. How simple it really is. When I first realized how simple being your true self was, I cried. I was like, what? It was this easy? It was this simple? I didn't have to do anything? Now let me explain. When we meditate, it's not about trying to gain anything. And Buddha said this. They asked him, what have you gained from meditation? And he said, I gained nothing. But what I did lose was anxiety, stress, fear of old age, fear of death. Now, really observe what that means right now. Give yourself some time to really observe what he's saying. And what that means is that we are already enlightened. Our true self has always been here. And the reason it's so simple is because it is the closest thing to us. It is the closest thing we can be. There's no effort to be. All you have to do is be. Now, let me tell you why it may seem, the illusion of it seeming to be difficult. What everybody in the world is going to be like, well, if it's so simple, why isn't everybody enlightened? Why isn't everybody your true self? Why aren't we living on heaven on earth if it's so simple? And it is because the mind doubts you. The mind tests you to see how true you will be to your true self. That's all it's doing. And we give up to the mind. We allow the mind to consume our attention. Do you see that now? That you are already true and enlightened. And everything as you see naturally is already all love. Everything is okay already. But then the mind convinces us. It says, no, it's not. There's this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. That's all mind talk. That's not even real. That's just mind talk. It's this, it's that, it's this, that. And this is where it becomes complex and complicated. We believe it. Rather than us staying present and being the true self and being already whole and complete, we let it deceive us. We let it take our attention into whatever story it wants to say, whatever plot it wants to plot out, whatever it wants to do. That's all that's happening. That's all that's ever happened for thousands of years. For you since your birth, for your parents, for this generation, for their generation. That's always just been the case. So now you can understand how simple it is. That all we need to do, and all we've ever needed to do, was to just not follow this mental voice, this mental sound that's in this space that's giving us these pictures and ideas and feelings. Feelings too. Feelings do have a way to take our attention, and then we fall for that feeling, and then we're just not in our space anymore, not in our true essence of seeing with clarity. That's all it is. It's that simple. Now I get asked a lot of questions on how do I wake up? How do I awaken? And you already are awake. You just have to step back, peel the layers that are not you. All these things of the mind that you picked up on the way of living. You picked up on these things. You never had to pick them up, but you did. And that's okay, we all did. But now it's let them go. Let them all go. Because that's all the process that we're waking up is just the process of us just letting go and peeling the things and removing the things, so what will remain, what was always here, what will always be here, what is infinite, and that is you, your pure conscience, your pure state of being, that is not in duality, that is not in judgments, that it's not in fears, that it's not in any ideas or beliefs or nothing. It's just pure present, right here, clear, alive, vibrant, full of energy, full of love, full of care, full of nurturing, full of health. And when you present this to the world, they're going to fight this because it's just their mind. It's just their mind. And actually use that as an opportunity. Even when your mind comes and doubts you, you can already awaken and still have doubts. That's just the mind testing you to see how true you will be to yourself. Just because you awaken doesn't mean that you're already 100%, like everybody around you is going to be awakened. No. It just means you are your true self and full. Nothing can shift your state of being anymore. But you still will get tested by your mind to see how true you will be to your true self. So use it as an opportunity. When the mind starts to doubt, when the mind starts to get bored, this is it, it starts to ask you, wait, this is it? This is what it means to be awakened? It will say that. It will say how boring it is. It will say that, like, I need to do something now. I need to do this. I need to do that. That's an opportunity for you to strengthen your attention to really observe even more at a more subtle level. Use those opportunities, those doubts, to really, really strengthen your point of being, your state of observing, because that's all it is. It's just a state of observing, a state of perceiving, a state of how you see life, a state of how you relate to life and experience life. It's how you truly are. And it really is that easy. It really, really is that simple. Don't make it any more complicated for yourself. Don't make it any more I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. Just allow yourself to be in the subtle, to be subtle, that you can capture these subtle thoughts, these subtle energies. Because when we are in our mind, we don't know what these subtle things are. They're easy ways for them to take our attention. But peel back, step back your attention and allow yourself to just observe, see, and when they come, you see what they are now. You're like, I got you mind, I got you program, I got you habit. Nope, but I know that I'm not you now, and I know why I've been suffering and in pain and why I can't be clear and I'm confused, because I've been listening to you. But now look, I'm strong, I'm in peace, I'm sovereign, I'm secure, I'm confident, I'm grounded. I don't need you no more. I never did. You never did. We never did. And that's part of our karma, to go through that, so we can mature. So we can mature in the state of being your true self. You need all these little tests. That's practically what this whole life's been about. It's just a test ground to see how you can mature in your true self, in your true conscience, in your true being. Will you have the integrity to stay firm? Or will you just let your attention and your being just get manipulated or persuaded in any other way, in any way? That's really what this whole life is about. So that when we're not here in this life anymore, we can graduate. We can graduate and be amongst people that have gotten to this simple state. And we can now truly be in a world where it's heart to heart, true self to true self. And all the other things that create problems and confusion and division, in those worlds, they don't exist. They're already like living in harmony with nature, in harmony with each other, and in harmony with the universe. This is like heaven on heaven. And that's just, how the dimensions and how the spiritual realms work. And guess what? Guess what? We can ground that to here, to it be experienced here, right now, in this physical flesh, in this physical carnal body, in this physical reality. We can ground that. If me and you and everybody here comes to this state of being, their true self, we don't need to just wait for it to happen in another life or for us to graduate. We can bring it here. And that's really, 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 really where my heart's at, to try to experience it here. I don't want to just wait till I ascend, or to where I'm not in this body anymore, for me to go to heaven. Heaven is here right now too. I'm experiencing it right now. And that's why I make these videos, to share the abundance of love, share the abundance of peace, share the abundance of just light. And with some darkness, with some force. Not just like, hey, I love you, and be pushed around. No. I love you, and I'm holding my love you. My energy is gonna project through this camera. You're gonna feel that love until it breaks all your barriers, until you can get rid of all of this and come out of this. It's such a great time to be alive. I love you guys so much. Please share this video with anyone you may think it might help them with. I'd really appreciate that because we help expand our love. We help expand the light. I would really appreciate that because then it would also help YouTube algorithm start to share with more people too. So like this video, comment, whatever, just drop a heart. You don't have to say much, just drop a heart. It's not about me, it's about us. And I just happen to be making the video. Thank you guys so much for being here as your true self. I honor, that's what Namaste means, to honor the divine in you. That's what it truly is, to honor the divine and each other. And see, well look, let's look at that. Things in life are gonna happen. Use those as opportunities for you to stay grounded, stay in your true being, and not get distracted. Not take you away from your true place of, that's life. We're gonna get pulled in so many, especially right now, your attention's gonna get pulled in every which way direction right now. And it's just a test to see how true you are to yourself. From yourself. No one's testing you. It's not that anyone's testing you. It's just you testing your own self. How focused. How much how much focus you can keep. So I'll leave it at that. Bless you guys. Peace be. Namaste. Amitabah. All is love. Om. I love you guys.